His was the oldest registered distillery in the United States, from a place where the water was cool, clean, and iron-free. Perfect for making whiskey. Charcoal mellowed drop by drop for smooth sipping, the Tennessee way, which is not the easy way, but it was his way.
Hey everybody, it's Daryl from BBQ Superstars, and I tell you what, this man right here, we've seen him everywhere. He's got probably the #1 barbecue sauce in the country because U.S. senators and U.S. congressmen and 3 or 4 presidents and all of them are using it. And man, it's pork barrel barbecue, man. How you doing, man?
Daryl, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. You having fun here at the Jack?
Oh my God, I'm having a great time. And how you doing?
We are having a blast. This is our first time cooking at the Jack. We're just, incredibly honored to be here amongst the best of the best. And what a beautiful day we have. Lots of great friends and new friends we're meeting. I just met the team from Alaska. How cool is that? I mean, we never get to cook with those guys in D.C., and so you get to meet people from all over the country.
Well, now, I've been noticing on Facebook, you've been winning some grands. Talk about the grands you've won this year.
Yeah, we've had 2 grands and 1 reserve grand this year. We won the D.C. Barbecue Battle, which was awesome. It's our hometown. You know, some really great competition. We had QAL, the reigning Jack champions, were there.
Whoa.
Tuffy from Cool Smoke was there. Some of our great friends on the East Coast, the really great teams like Serial Griller, Jacked Up out of New Jersey. So we were honored, 1, to win in our hometown, and 2, to win against such great competition. And then we came to the Midwest and won a contest in Missouri earlier I guess in July, Wellsville, Missouri. Some really good teams there too. Swine Assassins, one of the top teams in the country. So 2 good showings there. And then we took Reserve Grand in Delaware this year, and our good friends Black Cat won that, and they're here cooking this weekend.
Wow, man, I tell you, you know, #1 barbecue sauce in the country, winning grand champions. And talk about your restaurants. You've got several restaurants, right?
Well, we're about ready to open the first restaurant. It's going to be hopefully about 3 weeks from now. Right now we're going through the final inspection hell, you know, where they come in and they find things.
Health department.
Yes. They find things that they haven't seen the last 40 times that they've been there and ask you to change. And so, but we're really close. We're pumped. It's going to be in Alexandria, Virginia, pork barrel barbecue. We're working with a couple awesome restaurant entrepreneurs out of D.C., Mango Mike Anderson, who's here with us this weekend, and Bill Blackburn. It's going to be a really fun joint, I think. If you're in D.C., check us out. We're going to be serving all the big meats: brisket, pork, ribs, chicken. We're going to make our own proprietary sausage, all the sides. We can feed an NFL team. Or 2.
Well,
if both of them want to show up at the same time.
Phoenix Cardinals. What do you see yourself doing now? I know that you might have pending in a big, huge retail establishment, putting your sauces in there, and then, are you looking at maybe a chain?
Well, we're really focusing on our sauces right now. We are in the height of the sauce purchasing season for the big grocery stores. For the fall time is when they really look at buying them for the spring and summer of the next year. So we're going to be heading out to the West Coast, talking to some big potential retailers. Right now, we already have a nice base. We're in Costco regionally. We're in Safeways regionally, Whole Foods regionally. So we've got our foot in the door of some really nice big national chains. And now it's time to take it from our regional presence to a national presence. So we'll be in San Francisco in January at the big fancy food show out there where all the buyers are at. We're in about 1,500 stores right now in 40 states. By the end of next year, we'd like to be in 4,000 to 5,000 stores in all 50 states and start trying to penetrate into Canada and possibly the UK and a couple of other international locations. And then as far as the restaurant, we want to get this one opened up. That's been a big enough challenge of my life. It's been really a 2-year process really from when we started thinking about it to when we're probably going to be opening the doors. But I think we've got a model that can be replicated. It's a beautiful building that we've got. but you got to produce some beautiful food. You know, you can have a great looking place and bad food, and no one's going to come. So we're going to give ourselves a few months to hone all the food and make sure we're good, and then we're going to think about what we're going to do. We'll probably start with a second restaurant of our own in the DC area, and then start thinking elsewhere.
Okay, now shift gears one time. And now, friends, when I say this guy does everything, he also has a social network called Barbecue Backyard. Okay. And it is just booming. I mean, it's the #1 barbecue website and social network around barbecue. And say hello to all your endorsers or the people that come on there, and talk a little bit about Barbecue Backyard.
Well, you know, Barbecue Backyard is a lot of fun. It's a partnership we did with our buddy Rod Gray of Pellet Envy. You know, everybody knows Rod, one of the nicest guys, if not the nicest guy in barbecue. Certainly our mentor. We wouldn't be anywhere close to where we are without his mentorship and friendship. And so it's about a year ago this time. We were cooking with Rod in Michigan, and we started thinking, you know, Facebook is really booming with barbecue teams. Twitter really booming with barbecue teams. But there's not an individual area where barbecue guys and gals can come to and just know that it's going to be a society and a network of barbecue folks. From the backyard barbecuer who on Sundays, they're getting ready for the big game. They throw on a couple chickens, some ribs, all the way to the big boys, you know, lining these streets. Meyer and Mixons of the world, Rod Grays of the world, the Q-Owls of the world. And we've got them all. And we're over 3,000 members already. Watch out, Facebook. We're coming for you. Okay, probably not. That would be nice, right? That would be nice. But we're probably no competition to Facebook, but it's just been a really cool experience. We got folks like yourself putting videos on there, photos. I'm sure if you go on there next week, there's going to be hundreds of new photos from this contest. And you can go in there if you're a new person to barbecue, you don't know what kind of grill you need. You can ask questions. You know, hey Daryl, I saw your video talking to so and so about grills. You know, what do you think? Should we go with a Weber kettle to start with, or should I go and call Jamie Gear and ask for a beautiful Corvette of smokers?
$25,000 Jambo.
You know, so or anything in between there, or I've been seeing, you know, your videos at contests, and I'm thinking about getting into that. How do I do that? You know, and there are lots of guys and gals on there that do this all the time. Email them, text message them on there, and say, hey, what does it take to start a team? And it's just been a lot of fun. And you know, if you're not a member, go to bbqbackyard.com. bbqbackyard.com. You know, you can ride your Harleys too if you want. Yeah, and it's free. That's the best thing. It's free, and just ask away and have fun with it. It's your network. It's your social network for barbecue.
Well, I just want to encourage everybody, two things. Number one, get on Facebook, you know, today. Make friends with Pork Barrel. Get on his Twitter. You've got the #1 Twitter account probably in barbecue.
We've got about 31,000 followers on Twitter. So we are the most followed barbecue company, team, anything that deals with barbecue on Twitter. It's how we got found by Mark Burnett, our good friend who you all probably know from Survivor and The Apprentice. He found us through our Twitter feed, and that's how we got on Shark Tank. We just filmed another episode of Shark Tank, so be looking out for the return of Shark Tank. 2012 January February time frame. So it's done a lot of great stuff for us. If you're not on Twitter as a barbecue sauce company or restaurant or team, I highly recommend it. It's free, and it's a great way to get your message out there and to interact and make friends with folks and just have some fun.
Well, I just want to make this one statement before we go, and I want everybody to know I've only been here a year now, and I have stepped on my proverbial dick 1,000 times on my radio show, probably 100 times on my videos, and I just want you to know that I'm learning where the boundaries are, what I can and can't, and what I should talk about and what I shouldn't. And I just want to apologize if I hurt anybody. I'm sorry, and I'm learning and I'm getting better. And but you know, we want to thank you for what you mean. You know, you are a spike in the ice, and you're breaking the ice for everybody out here, including me. And with the promotional value of just your Twitter account, and then the Washington D.C. connection, and I've been thinking about running for Senate. I mean, can you go ahead and just get with some of your boys up there and just give me a...
Well, you know, it's funny. Brett and I started our company late one night during the Senate budget debate. The Senate was debating earmarks, or pork barrel spinning, as America knows it as, and we were debating dinner. And that's how the entire pork barrel barbecue brand came. And we actually run this company as if we were running a campaign. We've run campaigns all the way from county corner and all the way up to presidential campaigns we've worked on. And there really is no difference in running a campaign and running a business. In a campaign, you have voters. A business, you have consumers. Campaign, you have a candidate. In a business, you have a product. And there's a lot of similarities to it. And the one thing that you always learn in a campaign is that everybody could become your friend at some point, so you got to treat them nice, and that's the way we try to run our business. Is that we wouldn't be standing here. I've already mentioned all the help Rod Gray has given us. Another guy who I got to mention is Pat Burke, legend from Apple City Barbecue, 3-time Memphis and May world champion.
Him and Mike Mills were together.
Him and Mike Mills, yeah, good guy barbecue. Another guy who has adopted us and really taken us under his wing, Sweet Baby Ray. Probably you gave us the #1 barbecue sauce.
Yeah, now
Sweet Baby Ray sells more barbecue sauce than anybody.
Oh, even Blues Hog.
Oh yeah. It's everywhere. I mean, you go to Target, you go to Walmart. Dave Raymond is the man. He is an awesome guy, and he has just kind of adopted us too and trying to help us. And Famous Dave, another guy, huge name in barbecue.
$550 million.
It also helped us out. I mean, so we wanted to, we're getting a lot of great advice from a lot of people who've been before us, who have walked this walk and really been the blazers that have trailblazed this for us. And we want to do whatever we can to give back too, and hopefully someday we can claim to be a 100th as successful as any of those guys.
Well, I tell you what, I put your name right there with them, and I know that these guys are icons, and you're an icon too, and I tell you, I respect you and Rod 1,000%, and we get more serious if we actually get on a network and Hot Rod gets his television show and his big thing. Rod hasn't done much television, and I'd love to get Rod on there as our expert or anything he wants. And also, I just want to be in the moment for a minute, here with Pork Barrel, and I'm trying hard. I'm trying real hard.
Love your videos. And if you guys aren't, I'm assuming you're watching them if you're watching this video, but if you aren't, get out there and watch them. Lots of awesome interviews with really the great pit masters. I know probably next couple of weeks you're going to have dozens of these videos popping up on your site and sending out. So check out Barbecue Superstars. What Daryl's doing. There's a lot of great guys out there just trying to really let America in a little bit on this great thing we have known as community and barbecue.
That's right. Now, we got a radio show tonight, so I invite you. We'll be on the Hill. We'll be broadcasting live, so I invite you to be on the radio show. And then every night during the week, except for Thursday, 7 p.m. we go on. And if you're not busy, I don't see how you could not be busy, then just come on and call in, and we'll let you go. Well,
you got my email address. Anytime you want me on, just give me a call.
All right. Well, this is Daryl from Barbecue Superstars. Got the best interview at the Jack Daniels we've ever got. Rock and roll.